Good morning, my lovelies. Wearing blue today, but definitely not feeling blue. Because today we are officially starting on Baby Girls Nursery and I couldn't be more excited. So let's make me a nice cold mantra for the day and we're gonna get right into it. Well, hey babes, what is up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. So much better. You guys, we are really grinding through this. All of these vlogs are literally the start of different makeovers. And today we're officially starting another one, which is making over Baby Girls Nursery, because this is the one room that I don't really think can wait too long. So much so to the point that I thought it was about time that we got started on it today. In just a couple minutes, I'm gonna take you on upstairs and show you Baby Girls Nursery, which is actually currently Naomi's bedroom where she's been sleeping because her and Aaliyah are not yet sharing a room. And even though I do know that Baby Girl in the beginning stages is gonna be in the room with me, I don't think postpartum I'm gonna have the energy to do any of those big home projects. So I thought I might as well get started on it today. I literally stopped by Lowe's already yesterday and got so many of the materials and supplies that I need. We gotta give a big thank you to Lowe's for partnering with me on today's video, whether it's paint or tools, supplies, wall materials. They've got everything that I need to make my dream bedrooms come together. I'm gonna take you on right upstairs so I can show you the room that we're working with, give you all of my ideas, and then we can get started on the construction. Because Haley the builder, you already know, she'll be coming out today. Okay, you guys, well, here's your official welcome to Naomi's room in the future nursery. I know, it's a little bit sad, it's a little bit depressing because I have put like no energy or time or effort into making this room cute because I knew that at some point it would be a nursery. I knew at some point Naomi would move in with Aaliyah. If you guys want to see a little glimpse into what's going on in my mind, here is like my mood board, all of my inspo pictures of what I have planned for this room, starting with the wall details. Right now, it's just a bunch of white walls and it is so boring. So we gotta add some color up in here. Just like I've done in my previous rooms, I actually want to give this room an accent half wall. I know, I do it in every single room, but I truly feel like it is the easiest way to add such amazing character into a room without having to do like a floor to ceiling paint job. So we are going to be actually adding beadboard to this wall, but I'm actually going to be doing a narrower beadboard. This is the beadboard that I currently have in my office that we painted beige. The planks are much wider, which I do really love for that space, but for a nursery, I personally really love the thinner beadboard that looks just like this. So I'm going to be adding that all to the wall, and 100,000,000% we are going to be color drenching it some kind of pink. So as a first step, let's go ahead and get our base done. Yesterday I went ahead and stopped by Lowe's and I actually picked up a bunch of these big beadboard panels. They come 98 inches long, so I actually got the worker there to cut them in half. When it comes to any kind of wood or board, Lowe's will do all of your cuts for free and your job will be just to add it to the wall. So I got all my beadboard cut to size, and I also got a bunch of little like wood planks because I want to case out this window. I mean, can you imagine a pink frame on this window? How pretty would that be? So let me move all the furniture right to the center and we'll get started on that right away. The beadboard is up and it looks so good. I mean, obviously you could see wherever we have the clear seams, which we're definitely gonna just tackle later. But first things first, as you guys can see, I want there to be like a nice smooth transition from the beadboard to the wall. In my office, I actually use super thick molding, but because this is a nursery, I want to go a little bit gentler. So I'm gonna use my favorite shoe cap molding. You guys can see it's a little bit thicker on one edge and thinner on the other. It is super affordable. It's about $10 a piece at Lowe's. So my thought is to just go on ahead and basically add it right up here. And you see how it creates like a beautiful finished trim. So then if we were to do like a wallpaper on the top half, it's gonna be like a nice little divide while the whole bottom half is gonna be painted. I have mentioned this before, but thought I might as well again. I want to show you how you guys can do these projects without needing any crazy hard tools. But because when you add them to the wall, you are gonna want to miter them, which basically means to just cut them on an angle so that they can fit like a picture frame. I actually love to use this. This is miter shears. You can pick them up at Lowe's as well. And they're so amazing because with these, you can literally like adjust the angle of the cut that you want to make, which ensures that that every single cut is gonna be on the perfect angle that you need without needing to use a saw. Incredible. And it's like, what, $20? So I'm gonna miter all the corners of these. And if you do have a nail gun, either nail it into the wall. But another option, if you don't have a nail gun, you can honestly just use Gorilla Glue, which is super, super strong adhesive. Hold it to the wall for just like a couple of minutes and you should be set. It's not gonna go anywhere. So let's mark off our miters. Okay, now you guys can see that all the trim is on and the corners are literally perfectly mitered. That's what miter means. It basically means that they join up like a picture frame. Now, as you can see, we have a ton of like little nail holes and seams to fill in. So with a little putty knife, all I'm gonna do is smooth out all of those holes. The best part about this too is that it actually comes pink, and then as it dries down, it turns white. So then you know it's ready for painting. Good morning, babes. It is actually the next morning, and I know you guys are gonna see me wearing these jumpsuits through and through. I have them in so many different colors, but they're honestly so freaking comfortable and are my go-to home outfit right now. And I actually just got a delivery today for so many of the little nursery essentials that we're gonna need. So I thought we might as well go ahead and do an unboxing together. Everything that I purchased is actually from Lowe's. I'm always able to find such amazing new home finds there for such affordable prices. And there's a bunch of stuff that I was browsing that honestly just gave me so much inspo for this room. Like, take a look at this little lampshade. How adorable. As much as I want to add so much pink to this nursery, I definitely want to throw around hints of like different colors as well. And this beautiful cottagey pastel blue being one of them. Adding this to like a wooden lamp base would be so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, it literally just started pouring out of nowhere. So bear with me through this rain. But okay, something else I knew that I needed for this bedroom was a light fixture, because right now we literally only have the spotlights but no actual fixture. When I was browsing on the app, I actually found this one. And what's awesome about Lowe's is that once you actually find something on their app that you love, you can actually set it up to pick it up in person that same exact day, or you can even have it delivered most of the time the same day as well. All right, well, it doesn't look like much right now because it is not assembled in the box, but this is basically what I got for Naomi's nursery. It is a little light pendant that has 4 of these little curves kind of curving up, and I find it so pretty. You can totally leave the light fixture as is, but just you wait. This is what I am actually thinking about doing. I was able to order these little clip-on lampshades that are like tiny in the most beautiful green color. Like, take a look at that. And they actually have a tiny clip that can clip right on top of your light bulbs. So imagine this chandelier with these little lampshades on it. The pink, the blue, the green, all in one room. I think is gonna be so pretty. Once that's installed, I'll show you what it's looking like. And then truly, you guys, the light fixtures at Lowe's are honestly my favorite. This is the other one that I ended up picking up, and I got this one for our stairway actually. Look at how beautiful it is. I love the gold tones. Again, you have the opportunity to either like leave the little lamps as is, or you can go and add a little lampshades to them. I mean, how pretty. Getting a good base light fixture and then adding your own lampshades. I feel like that is just such a genius hack to add some fun decor to your house. This right over here is something that this DIY mom has been wanting for the longest time, and it is basically a stackable mini toolbox. And of course, I had to get myself the pink set because it's so adorable. You guys, this right here is actually perfect. Look at how perfectly it stacks on top of one another. If any of you right now are also in your DIY era, get something like this to help you organize all of your tools, because I have a little compartment where I can put all my drill bits, my screws, my nuts, my bolts. Oh my gosh, this will just make doing my DIYs so much easier because I won't have to look for my stuff all the time. This little toolkit set right here was just $20, and it comes with all of the must-have tools that every single woman, every single person should honestly have in your house. Whether you want to put up some curtains, hang up some mirrors, some pictures, a set like this gives you everything that you need. And then finally, one more item in this Lowe's haul, and it is actually a new mirror for the nursery. Lowe's actually has free shipping on orders over $45 or more. So when buying bigger things like mirrors, it's so nice that I don't have to go and pick it up myself. It is so beautiful. Guys, take a look at this stunning mirror over here. The shape is absolutely perfect. You know that I really want this nursery to give off a vintage vibe. I have a perfect place of where I'm thinking to put this in a nursery. You guys, all of these little home pieces, I cannot wait to add them to the room. And in this video, you're literally gonna see us doing all of this together. The light fixtures, the decor, the painting. Oh my gosh, the painting. That is like the only thing that is left. I'm gonna take you guys with me to Lowe's as we go ahead and we choose our nursery paints. But truly, I'm so happy with all all of these little pieces that we got to start our decorating journey. Lowe's has truly got it all. I'm gonna be sure to link everything you guys see here down below in my description, including things like the painting that I'm gonna use, the tools I'm gonna use, and of course a lot of these decor pieces as well. Thank you so much to Lowe's for sponsoring this portion of the video. And with that being said, you guys, I think it is time that we actually head on over to the store and make our nursery paint selection. I've got so many ideas running through my head that I'm definitely gonna need your help.
Getting directions.
Let's go.
Using Google Maps.
I love that Lowe's actually has Sherwin and Williams paints, so I thought that we could make our selection here on what paint color we should get for the nursery. Alright guys, so like I said, I really do want to go ahead and do more of like the pinky tone, so I'm going to be sticking probably around to the more muted shades, because anything that is this bright pink, I tested it out in the girls' room and I didn't love it. There was actually already a couple colors that I did see on Instagram that I really loved. Let me see where they are. I think it's this. No way. Okay guys, all three of these colors right here, I'm not even joking, were my most popular options. It's crazy because they don't even look like they're pink, but look at some of these inspiration photos. For example, Hushed Auburn, this is what it looks like in a room. You got Sachet Sand, which this is what it looks like, and then Abalone Shell as well. My train of thought is that I actually wanted to pick up two paint colors today, one for the nursery and then one for the girls' bedroom. I actually already sampled a few paint colors for the girls' bedroom, but I feel like they're all too pink and too saturated. And then like just doing a bunch of research, these two colors on Instagram were so popular. So what I'm thinking is to go ahead and pick up this darker muted pink as well as this lighter muted one, and then make the decision on which bedroom is gonna get which color once we get back home. So let me grab those paints. Hi, how are you? Okay, so can I please get 1 gallon of Sachet Sand and then 1 gallon of the Abalone Shell, and in a satin finish, please. Thank you. Okay guys, at this point we have our two paint colors. I am torn. I already sampled this in the girls' room because like I said, one of these is gonna go in the nursery, the other one is gonna go here, but which one is gonna go where? I am not sure yet. We settled on Abalone Shell, which is this beautiful like muted pink, and then Sachet Sand, which is for sure similar tone, just a little bit darker. And I'll tell you what, between the two rooms, this nursery gets a lot more natural lighting because of the way that the window is facing. So a part of me thinks we may lean a little more dramatic in the nursery, but truly you can only sample to really find out. So let's get these on the wall. Let's start with the lighter pink first. That's one coat. Guys, truly both of these colors are just so beautiful. I'm just doing a little second coat so we can get rid of that white underneath, but these are probably my two most favorite pink shades ever. You could definitely see that their tones are a little bit different. I don't know, I feel like for the nursery I'm leaning more dramatic, even though I mean it's blush pink. It's not that dramatic, but look, there's so much natural lighting in this room that I feel like we could go dark and it won't feel too dark, versus in the girls' room there is definitely not as much light in here, so you can kind of see that the tones pick up a little bit differently. I do for some reason feel like we should definitely go with the lighter option over here because it is very close to the accessible beige. And then for the nursery, yes, I feel like this deeper Sachet Sand pink will be so stunning on the bottom half of this beadboard. So this is our select. It's so pretty. Gosh, this hallway is so messy, but you guys, both the nursery and the girls' bedroom is officially painted. And are you ready to see this reveal? Quick little recap of what the room looked like before, and here it is after. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so in love with this pink. I think we made the best decision ever. As you can tell, it's really bright. It gets so much more natural light than Aaliyah's bedroom, and so I really wanted to go kind of more moody instead of like super girly pink. And I truly think it was the best decision ever. Like, can you admit the beadboard, just doing half walls in bedrooms, can you see that it's like my new favorite thing? I feel like it truly just like adds so much, and this is definitely a trust the process kind of situation because there's still so much that needs to be done to pull this room together. Like the top half of this wall for sure needs a fun wallpaper, which you guys are actually going to help me decide today. I need to for sure tie in some more colors because I don't want it to be just like pink accents in here. I want some green accents, some blue accents as well. Just like a really fun, colorful beautiful nursery because sad beige moms, we're gonna leave it behind for baby number 3. As much as, you know me, I still love my beiges. I love playing around with colors so much more. You guys can already tell that our chandelier is officially installed, and I think that it is absolutely perfect for this space. I love the fact that now I have an option that if I want to just do like a nighttime yellow light, this is so much better. And now that I officially see it, I can definitely say that this green is so beautiful with this pink. So just imagine having these little lampshades on top of this lamp. Like I said, I only have 2 because I want to test it out and see if I like it, and I definitely think that adding this touch of green is gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna grab 2 more of these shade lampshades for sure. I'm telling you, the chandelier that I got from Lowe's, it is the perfect shade of gold. It's kind of like a true brass, which is exactly the kind of details that I want in this bedroom. And speaking of details, details are so important when it comes to a small space like this. So this is the hardware that I actually got for the closet doors. They are going to match that chandelier perfectly. I'm gonna add them to the closet fronts just like this, and I think that the gold with the pink is absolutely perfect. On top of that, another little detail that I'm actually gonna add to the room right now is swapping out our cover plates. So this is the cover plates that we had before. I mean, obviously they're fine. I just feel like the white is like so stark and kind of cold compared to this beautiful warm of a pink color. And then here is the one that I got instead. I mean, this one is so much more creamier. It's a beautiful almond. I love the beaded texture of it. I feel like it's gonna look so much softer versus this stark white plastic one right here. So I got a bunch of these that I'm gonna go ahead and replace, and it's so crazy how something so small like outlet covers can truly change your room so much. So I'm gonna add on all of this new little hardware, and then we'll see what it's looking like. Okay guys, the beige cover plates, I mean, finally the room is like a lot safer and a lot neater because Naomi's officially gonna start sleeping in here again today. And even though I did recover this outlet, we don't really use it because I think it's meant for like mounting a TV up here or something, which we don't really need. But I actually think that this right here would be the perfect place for us to put our new mirror. And okay, hear me out. I think that right over here, even covering the outlet, is gonna be a perfect spot for it. Just like that, right? That way it's like right across the crib. It's gonna be the prettiest little detail. I think what I'm gonna have to wait for though is obviously going and installing the wallpaper first before I like go and add in all the fun little wall decor. Okay, well I showed you the nursery, but we also got the girls' room repainted. Are you ready to see the pink color I chose for their room? Well, here it is, and I am in love. It's truly, I wanna say like a couple shades lighter and more pastel-y than the tone that we did in the nursery, because obviously, like I said, with this room, it's a little bit darker in terms of how much natural light it gets, but I think that this pink is beautiful. But guys, can you admit how pretty the board and batten looks once it's actually painted compared to when it was all white? We made sure to paint the door and the closet as well. Over here, like I said, we didn't do the board and batten because I'm actually going to be installing a bookshelf. Ugh, I'm just so glad that the whole painting process is done because that was like the messiest thing, and now it's truly all about the fun. The decor, the wallpaper, the accents, the details, the bedding, and I truly think that this dusty pink was the best call. Especially as they get older, we can totally leave the pink and I can even just reupholster their beds into different colors as they become older and their styles and preferences change. Because I'm even thinking as older toddlers to go ahead and reupholster these beds in like a pretty green gingham. Can you imagine how stunning that would be? But as of now, their wish was my command. They wanted pink, they got a lot of it. Comment down below, what do you guys think? What are you guys thinking so far of the nursery? This is what we got accomplished just at this point, and there's still so much to do, and this is where I'm gonna need your help for step 2, which is the wallpaper. I haven't chose out any specific patterns yet, but I'm basically debating between 2 wallpaper styles that I would really love your feedback about. First option, which I think is like the easiest option, is to go with a floral pattern, like nice dainty florals in pretty colors. Obviously I'm thinking to go lighter for the top half of the wallpaper, so probably something with like a creamy neutral base and some pink or colored flowers on it. Here are just some examples of what it is that I'm thinking, and some stuff that I think would look really good with pink beadboard. So floral wallpaper, that's option 1. Option 2 is something that is a little bit more out there, but I think it could be really, really dreamy, and that is sky slash cloud-like watercolor wallpaper. You know the whole lime wash trend is super popular, but think of it in like a sky version, very pastel-y. Again, here are just a couple of examples. Examples are so much easier than me trying to explain. So to do something that kind of feels like clouds maybe on the top half of the beadboard, I feel like that could look really pretty. It can have some beautiful pastel colors in it. I don't know. I'm just like trying to think about what would be a nicer vibe in here. But for this nursery, do we stick with like a feminine, girly, floral wallpaper? Or should we try to do something like a sky watercolor wallpaper? Which of the two options do you think would look better in this space? Comment down below and let me know. But if you guys say floral, I will definitely order more floral samples. If you say sky, I will order more sky samples. So your feedback is definitely gonna help me out here. There's for sure gonna be a lot more decor in here, a lot more thrifted items, a lot more color too, like adding lampshades to our chandelier, or even lampshades in the actual decor. Look at how pretty that is. Which, by the way, this is a perfect example how you guys can take any lamp base that you already have in your house, just swap out the actual shade, and it gives it a completely different look. A couple more things that I would love your advice on is obviously we do need a rug in here, and I'm like back and forth between do I want something like beigey and neutral, or do I want a rug that has a lot of like the blues and the greens and stuff incorporated into it? Just like seeing how it's gonna look right now, do you guys think we should stick with a more neutral rug or a more colorful one? And when I mean colorful, I obviously mean like muted colors. And then one more thing I need your opinion on. I'm getting your opinion on everything. The dresser over here has to stay. So what I want your advice on is what kind of window treatment should I do? Should I still do like actual curtains that kind of come to the floor and then they can kind of hang off of the sides and then only at night I can close them? Or should I just do like fabric shades instead? Ones that basically just come up to here and then they come up and down. I feel like that's the more practical solution, but like having actual curtains is the prettier solution, which is still functional because I can still close them at night before baby goes to sleep. But taking a look at this room right now, what do you think would be best? To do fabric blinds or to do actual full-length curtains? Let me know below if you have any opinions on that too. Truly, you guys always give me the best advice, and maybe some of you just had better experiences with one over the other, so I'd love to hear from you. But you guys, this is just feeling more and more real, and I'm so excited to just finish this up because we have what, a little over a month and a half left. In the next video, I'm going to take you along in finishing up the nursery, and we're definitely going to be starting to do some proper nesting, organizing baby clothes, cleaning the baby bassinet. You guys remember the snoo that I thrifted a little while back? We're gonna give it a nice deep clean. And there's a lot of other little thrifted baby finds that I want to go ahead and DIY for this space too. But stay tuned for all of that. If you guys are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVP. I love the ones that stick around all the way till the end. If you are watching up to this point, then comment down below dreamy nursery, because I really feel like everything about this space is gonna be so dreamy and so moody, vintage, girly, and feminine, but in a way that can truly like grow with my baby. So comment it down below if you are watching up to this point. And just a reminder, you guys can go ahead and shop everything at Lowe's for your home improvement needs. I'm gonna leave everything I use in this video down below, including the paint that I got from there and the paint colors, little decor pieces, including the light fixtures like the chandelier that we got. Also like the tools, the toolbox, everything that you guys are gonna wanna use. If you're gonna be a DIY mama or just a DIY gal yourself, you can get it all at Lowe's. But with all that being said, I wanna thank you all so much for watching. I love you all forever and always, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye guys!